Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This, honey, is a live review, girls and gentlemen and ladies and husbands and wives and all that stuff of Love After Lockup Season 3, Episode 34. It's the season finale of this batch of people. We see they have new people starting in May with a new season. Yes, I will be reviewing it. That's absolutely okay. I had to do this live. Okay, mainly because it's easier for editing, but because I was like, what is this foolishness, girl? Y'all know Chevelle and Quillin will be last, so go ahead and sit back and relax, get you a drink, or whatever you do, get whatever you do and get it done, because it was 2 hours. So again, I'm not gonna rush this. We're gonna get it done as we get it done. Okay, but first things first, if you have not done so already, make sure to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Okay, do not forget to like the video, please and thank you. Okay, look, the like button is free. Okay, it's free, it's easy. You just push it and that's it. Okay, you can also follow me on social media. No, wait, not that first. You can also comment in the comment section. Also hit the share button to share it on your social media too. Then you can follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner is right there for you to see. It's also where in the description box of it all. Okay, we also have to remember to relax, to relate, to release, to center ourselves and anyone around us. We want to always inhale and exhale because sometimes we forget to breathe and whatnot. Okay, now this episode, honey, baby, I was like, okay. First of all, it was some BS, but also not some BS. They were mixing it up with the couple with the whole 2 hours of it all. I'm like, it's too much in between, but I got all my notes. Couple by couple. Okay. Now, Scott and Lindsey did not appear on this particular episode. Big Lip Scott and drug addict Lindsey, who we haven't seen in a few episodes actually. So the end of this episode, it gave updates of each couple. An update for Big Lip Scott and crazy ass drug addict ass, childish ass Lindsey is Big Lip Scott is still living in Mississippi in the house he bought for Lindsey, which we later on found out that he actually probably just rented and leased, and that's why he's still there. But he is still living in the same house and he is still single. Now, what I wonder is he still helping her daughter, Miley Grace? Are you still sending money over to the kid? We don't know. Now, Lindsey, on the other hand, is where? In prison. She is in prison facing 6 to 10 years. We know that she was arrested because she was caught in a car that had drugs and guns. Okay, she's stupid. She's real dumb. She's dumb diddy, if you ever heard it, but I'm gonna leave that be too. I don't want to show too much boo, but if this is a onesie, not a onesie. What's a onesie? It's a little onesie jumpsuit around the house that someone sent me, like a $40 birthday Lane Bryant gift certificate, and this is what I bought with it. So yes. Anyway, because today is comfy Saturday, so I'm comfy Saturday in this thing or whatever. But anyway, that's all. That's the wrap up of Scott and Lindsey. Now we go on to get to Marcelino and Brittany. Okay, and I feel like this whole season was about Brittany, her mama, and I don't want anyone to feel as if that I don't care about a person who's concerned with their mom who has a drug issue. I ain't saying that. But this show is called Love After Lockup. And I feel like anyone on the show, it should be about the couple. What the couple going through. And my thing is, even though they are going through her mama and her drug addict stuff, I feel like it's weird that we are ignoring the fact that we don't see anything about the couple. That's what I don't like. Okay, it's just weird, weird, weird. But I'm gonna let that be. Yeah, Brittany used to be a redhead, but I feel like Brittany dyed her hair red, and she kept it that way. And she may be a blonde in real life, but yeah. Oh, thank you for thank you. But notice how no one called the. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, so Brittany is talking to they chit chatting or whatever, and he like, look, I feel like I'm juggling 3 kids or whatever on my own because we can't even discuss things going on in our marriage because again, you so focused on your mom, your mama, your mama, your mama, and I completely agree. I feel like Brittany has been avoiding any issues that could be going on with her and him to focus on who her mama. And when she brought up how well, I think that I do it because like no one fought for me when I was younger, so I'm fighting for her how I wish someone would fight for me when I was a kid. And he like, yeah, but your mom is a whole ass adult. She's a whole ass adult who has been doing her own thing for years upon years. You can't compare you as a kid, a child, to your grown ass mama who's always been doing whatever she wants to do. And not only that, you thinking she doing better now, she doing better now here because there's no liquor. She's around this place where she can get high. She can get drunk. So that's what it is. And you can't make it seem as if she's in a regular space in life where she has access to things and she's actively not doing them. And I'm like, he's very, very true. Now, she then said, look, okay, fine. If I take her to inpatient and she does inpatient, we can then have her in our life. But if she refuses to go to inpatient, then I'll kind of leave her be. So she takes her mom to see a therapist who's like an intake rehab, drug addict person or whatever. And the mama admits that she does have a problem with pills, but that she feels so overwhelmed with life that she can't do without her pills. And they're like, but she also brings up how she don't want to quit the pills, but she also feels as if she's drowning while she's taking the pills. And I'm like, it's some bullshit. And her admitting this thing, they like, okay, well, you have an issue and she can help. And she's like, I'll see. So later on, she tells them, I'm going to go ahead and stay here in Alaska. I'm going to go ahead and go into this inpatient for a couple months. And then after I'm clean and whatever, I'll then come back to Vegas later on. And so they're like, oh my God, she going to stay here and get some help. That's good. It's what she said. So, Brittany's happy. Marcelino's happy. Marcelino, like, I feel like, let's see if she does it. Let's see if she does it, if she stays clean. And even her going here doing it don't mean that she can fully come back on live because, again, she has to prove that she's staying clean, not just saying she's clean or whatever. So I'm looking like, who gonna pay for this? Like, it can't be free. Does Alaska have free? I don't know. Anyway, so she brings up the reason she's gonna stay because she's never felt as calm as she did while at this little rehab place talking to that man or whatever. So I'm gonna stay here and impatient. I'm happy. Y'all go back to Vegas. I'm gonna be good. I'm like, okay, fine. Now in the update, it say, Marcelino feel like he's still a full-time dad, and that Brittany wants to become a peer counselor, being inspired by her mama and what she helped her mom to do. I'm like, so they don't work. It's weird that I feel as if neither one of them has a real job besides the show, and I don't like it. It then said her mama left rehab without completing rehab, and that she came back to Vegas. So, like he said, we are congratulating her for wanting to go to this rehab, but let's see if she actually does it. And then she didn't. And that's the thing about addicts. They will sometimes tell you what you want to hear to get you off their back, but they don't complete what they're supposed to complete. And I'm like, girl, I also hope her mom get it together. But if she doesn't, Brittany can't keep wasting her time focusing on her mom, who's an adult. Her mom's an adult who has been on drugs for a long, long time. And I feel like the same way that she remember her mom being absent from her life because of her mom's drug use, her kids will remember her being gone from their life worrying about grandma. So you left us with dad. Okay, while you up here chasing grandma, and that's some bullshit. And we have to remember, she had 2 other kids that ain't even in her life. I'm like, my thing is, why aren't you focusing on at least getting to know them to the children who you don't have? Because it's just weird. It's weird. And she probably is back to using because no one leaves rehab early and comes to Vegas to stay clean. That's just not what happens or whatever. But I mean, if they, I feel like Brittany and Mars do not need to come back for another season at all unless they're going to address whatever they going through and whatnot. They don't come back. They're coming back and they ain't got no money, no job. But I'm like, y'all need to do something in life and get off my TV. Next up, we have Sean and Destonie. Okay, honey, Sean and Destiny. It's like the blind leading the blind. Now we see the beginning of the episode starts off with the wedding. I'm like, oh my god, they getting married. Okay, and we like, who getting married? What's going on? We see her mama, like, oh yeah, she at the courthouse. I'm so nervous or whatever. And I'm like, what's going on? And we see she walks out, hands in hand, and she got married to this man named Jason. Yes, Destonie got married to the man named Jason, who's 27. And she brings up how she was talking to him before she met Sean. So again, this is the guy she was talking to while she was in prison. Now, first of all, he's cute, a nice body. Okay, I'm like, do he know she on drugs? Does he know how bad she is? Like, you don't even know the severity of her bullshit is that she gonna bring to your life, Jason. Run, Jason, run immediately, okay? Because Destiny is a tornado waiting to tear your life apart, okay? Now, again, she's like, I was talking to him when I was talking to Sean back in prison, whatever. I kind of left him alone to be with Sean. And I'm like, now this is also one of the guys that Sean found on her social media. It was one of the guys that she was supposed to engage to. So I'm looking like all this time that she been fucking and sucking on Sean, where was Jason? How you out the blue marry somebody who was in prison and not find out where they was at? And I'm like, cause she was on last season. Did you not see the bullshit that she caused in Sean's life? I'm like, Jason, are you dumb too? What is going on with this? I don't know what's going on. Yes, Jason, you are in danger. Immediately run. He don't look too happy. I think he don't like the cameras. But it's something real weird. Okay, it's like I was like, why? Who? What? When? How did she? He got muscles. It was like, don't do. Now the mama, like, it was a quick engagement, a quick marriage or whatever, because Destiny said they got together a month ago. So when she came back to Cali from leaving Sean, she got with Jason a month ago. Okay, and now they married. And I'm like, girl, what is this? Now the mom like, it's a rush wedding. It's very much a rush wedding. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope it works out or whatever. I hope they can make it. No, you should hope your daughter don't be on no bullshit and she runs somebody else off. Destiny is a problem. Okay, Sean and Destonie are toxic to each other. I don't know how they even got together, because as crazy as she is in real life, it's easy to have crazy in prison because they in prison. But I'm gonna leave that be or whatever. Now Destiny brings up she is not going to tell Sean that she's married. Why? Because she wants to continue to get whatever she can get from him. I'm like, but you have a whole husband. A whole husband. How do you have a whole husband? Yeah, she did all that with Sean to marry another man. I'm like, what? The way that Jason talks to me, the way he treats me, he's so much better than Sean. I hope that already get bad credit. If he don't, he gonna have it real fast. It's just weird. Now we then see 4 weeks later. Now 4 weeks after these two broke up, okay, we see Sean walking around and he gets a phone call. And who is it? It is Destonie calling from where? From prison. Okay, now she's in prison. Sean, I'm in prison, Sean. I can do up to 16 months. I'm saying, and since because when she took her tether off and mailed it back to him or whatever, that's what she's back in jail for. They kept pushing back her court case because of COVID, but she finally went to court and they remanded her and took her back to jail. Now that means that one, Sean is off the hook for the $50K. So he at least can like, woo, thank God. But again, she's in jail for that and can do 16 months. Now Sean's, I'm happy I'm off the $50K, but why is she calling me? I'm like, why don't you answer? When you get a prison call, you have a choice to push 4 to accept or push like 5 to decline. 5 decline or whatever. And he took the call. I need Sean. I need you to send me some. I'm like, what? What she said? Sean, I need you to send me some money. I don't have any money. I don't have any things. I need you to provide for me some money. And I'm like, you broke up with him, told him he was a trick. You told him all these things about how he wasn't. You treated him like shit, stole his credit card in his car and went to California. Okay, and then kept pushing him away. I'm like, girl, the last time you seen that man, he gave you $40. And let's not forget, I think $40 is how much coochie costs. That's what they say online. I see on Twitter and Instagram that girls something like for $40. So he gave her amount of money to pay for the cooch. He gave you $40 last time you saw him. Why call him for money? She really feel as if she can get whatever she gets. The nerve, okay, the nerve of that girl. I could not believe it. I don't know why he don't have her blocked. Okay, blocked. You can't call me from jail. You cannot do that. And where's your husband? Okay, where is the husband? What's going on with that? But anyway, when he is like, oh, she want, okay, I'm gonna show her she could not use me anymore, girl. And I'm like, okay. And he like, I don't have no money. I can't do nothing. And she's upset because he won't help her in prison. Why are you upset? For what? Y'all wasn't even together. If they were still talking, okay, you can kind of be upset. But you called him because your husband must have had no money. I'm like, girl, the fuck bye. And I like that I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? You cannot take advantage of me anymore. And he hangs up. He ended the call. I say, good job, John. Good job, Sean. You listened to the people told you, leave her alone. Don't be with her. She's crazy, deranged. Leave her. Leave her be. Don't be with that girl. And I'm like, he learned his lesson. He gonna move on. It's fine. This fool phone ring, Sean phone ring, and it is another prison call from the county. I'm like, who the fuck is in jail? Who calling him from jail? He just hung up from Destonie. This is a whole different prison jail that's calling him. What's going on? You hear, hey, babe. Oh, this motherfucker here. Sean has since moved on from Destonie. He is now dealing with Sarah. Okay, now we don't see a picture of Sarah, but John, why can't I want to say John? Sean has now met a new girl. He said he was talking to both Destonie and Sarah at the same time. Destonie got out first, okay, but he has consistently still talked to Sarah. I was like, motherfucker. I was like, who does that? How? What, when, oh girl, who, what, when, where, why, and how do you get 2 prison people at the same damn time? I can't. And she gets out in a month. Okay, he said, I can't wait to talk to my girlfriend. I was like, oh my God, you cannot be that. The only prisoners like him, I get his mouth look fucked up. He should grow a beard. If he grow a beard, his upper lip won't look so bad. But again, I was like, I cannot believe he already has a new prison bae. Okay, that he was talking to already. I was like, I just, yes. The conversation he had with his daughter did not affect him. So if he gets scammed again, it's on him. This is the thing I'll say about that. He says Sarah is different from Destonie. I'm saying he hope that she's not conning him the same way the Destonie conned him. If Sarah come home as I just got, maybe Sarah got caught up in some bullshit. She innocent. I don't know. If Sarah is anything, because Sarah could be a Brittany. Brittany was much. She was a nice girl or whatever. I just don't know why. Shine, baby. I just wanted to punch the lights out. Not punch the lights out. It was like, I don't think he's right in the head, and I do not think he's not right in the head or the foot. It's Sean. It's sad because he keep dating prison women. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that ever again in life. But we see a little update. It say Destonie is up for parole in 5 months, meaning Destonie is still in jail. Okay, even now. She is still married to Jason, but she keeps asking Sean for money. She keeps asking Sean, makes me feel like her husband is broke. Okay, and he could have just married her for the show. I don't know. Now Sean can't wait to meet his new girlfriend when she gets out of prison. I was like, if Sean come back with a new girlfriend and it's the same drama as it was with Destonie, they need to slap that man and put him in rehab. Because that means prison business is his drug. He may be addicted to prison pussy. I don't know. But I'm like, Sean, grow up, grow some balls, and just meet somebody in the world, Craig. In the world. I was like, I just don't know what to do. It's just weird and whatnot. But we're gonna pray that they both get what they get, and they don't. Well, I want Death to stay in prison. I don't want her out right now. Like she's a whole menace to society. Let's leave her where she at. Next up we have Amber and Puppy. I was like, girl, look, first of all, it's just weird to me. Let me just like the video. Go ahead and do that. Let me sip some water. Okay, hold on. Okay, so make sure that y'all have liked the video all up and through. Okay, because it's only 75 likes and it is 200 in video out here. Go ahead and like the video, and whoever's the one person who disliked it, fuck you and your mama. But yeah, so let's go to Amber and Puppy. If we think back to when Amber was first on the show with Vince, and it felt like, okay, we know they're not a good couple or whatever, and Amber ain't shit because she's not really like Vince or whatever, and something's going on. But in this season with Amber and Puppy, they both ain't shit in different ways, but I still blame Amber, mainly because Amber has always been aware of how Puppy felt about her, and Amber, in my opinion, used that to her advantage. She made sure the Puppy mama let her stay there, whatever. I feel like Amber never wanted to be Puppy in any real way outside of a friendship out of prison, but she knew that Puppy wanted more, and she's kind of kept stringing Puppy along because, again, she needed someone to stay, and it makes me mad. Anyway, Amber gets a call from Puppy's boss, and when she do, she brings up how Puppy never showed up for work, and she was supposed to come to another house to clean, but Puppy never made it from the last house she was at cleaning. And now I'm like, well, let's hope she's not dead. What's going on with that? And so Amber goes to the last house that she was cleaning up, whatever, and she's like, Puppy, and there are liquor bottles and alcohol bottles, whatever, all over the place. And it's like, well, is the family a drunk, or is the Puppy that's a drunk, whatever? What's going on? Like, who empty bottles is that? And she's looking for Puppy. Puppy ass was out in the swimming pool, drunk and naked in these people pool. I was like, Puppy is girl. This is Puppy be like, I'm having fun. Why you tripping? Why are you upset? I was like, oh, this is not girl. I was happy she wasn't drowning. That made it seem as if Puppy could have been drowning, but she wasn't. But I feel like Puppy is she's spiraling. Puppy is not used to being out of prison and having to live a regular life. She's not used to that yet. So she's drinking away her issues or whatever. I'm like, yes, Puppy needs a whole therapist and a life coach. Absolutely. She needs I do feel bad for Puppy. Yes, it's kind of crazy. But Puppy was naked in the pool swimming or whatever, and she was drunk. She was drunk too. So thank God she's not drowned. And Amber is pissed. I'm pissed. I'm over. I'm done. I can't do this. I can't worry about you staying on the good side of the law and me trying to also balance my own shit. What I can say in appreciation to Amber is Amber does not want to go back to jail. She wants to really be done with anyone who could put her back in jail or affect her in any negative way. But again, she still has been using Puppy all this time. Nonetheless, okay, boom, pow, pow. So, it's like, she's like, how are you in people's house drunk? How are you doing this? Like, we was already in prison for 4 years. Like, why are you trying to go back? I'm not going back to prison. And Amber's thought on not going back to prison is still not a fair treatment of Puppy, who she knows is like a fucking puppy. Puppy wants to have fun or whatever, but she also wants Amber. And because Amber won't give her the cooch, I think that could be the reason why Puppy acts out, to get Amber's attention, for Amber to take care of her. And Amber has been doing that, and now, she's over it or whatever. Now, I want Amber to be happy and free and not go back to prison, but don't do that by dragging someone else with you, allowing them to feel as if one day y'all can be a couple. Puppy don't want friendship. She wants vagina. She wants a relationship, and that's not what Amber wants. She was naked because she was like, why is she naked? Because she was naked in the pool. She was drunk. Puppy is a wild one, if you ask me, whatever. But she tells her, like, I don't have time to worry about you. I can't do that. I can't, do that. I'm going to move out. I'm going to change my parole address or whatever. I'm going to move on. And if you can get yourself together, we can then be friends, but I'm done with that. Okay. I'll stop drinking. Amber says, prove it. Puppy picks up the bottle, starts drinking it some more, and then she throws the bottle at Amber's car. And luckily the bottle did not break, but again, she's like, you on some bullshit. And she just kind of picked the bottle up, take some more drinks of it, and go and sit down on the porch of these people's house. And she's barefoot. Well, she had her socks on, but no shoes on. And she's like a drunken puppy. Puppy is a drunken puppy all up and through, and I was very, very sad for that. I was like, it's just weird, and I'm like, girl, bye. So then it's like 3 weeks later. Amber has not talked to Puppy at all, but she's still talking to Sammy, and Sammy still wants to be with her and prove whatever to her. So they've been talking this whole time or whatever, and she's now moved out of Puppy Mama's house. She has her own apartment. She's still working or whatever. Amber is living her life. But I feel like Amber could have been left Puppy Mom house. She was comfortable not paying as much rent as she could, because she'll be whatever. But I bet she was happier in jail with Amber. Yeah, she was. And I feel like it's because that was safe and easy. It's hard to be in life and paying bills and having to work. It's not easy being an adult sometimes, especially if you are used to not being responsible. Puppy is a puppy. I think that's the perfect name for her. She's like a little puppy who can't really walk, who can't really eat. You have to treat them like a baby. And that's what it is. And I feel like Amber, she's showing that you can get out and be on the right foot. Again, I just don't like how it seems as if she used Puppy and her mama. That part, I didn't like at all. Amber said she feels as if Sammy is better than who he used to be, and so she's gonna take her time with him, but they seem to be doing good or whatever. We see Puppy at her mom's house or whatever. Her mom's still sick, and but she, I guess, trying to get better. And she brings about, she saw on social media that Amber is with Sammy, and it makes her sad or whatever. Her mom like, look, you need to just stay clean and stay sober or whatever, and keep it pushing, because again, life is too short to be out here doing bullshit or whatever. And Puppy like, I don't think Amber and Sammy will work out. I feel like she will come back to me. I'm like, Puppy is delirious. Puppy needs Jesus. Puppy needs prayer. and just some help. In every way of the word, she needs help. Because even in her confessionals, she still seemed sad and depressed and living in La La Land. Like, oh, maybe we can get together later. Like, maybe me and Amber can be in love and be together. And I'm like, no, not at all. We're not gonna do that. I don't think they were ever going to show Vince because neither of them is with him currently. Puppy, who keeps bringing up the whole adoption thing, I'm like, I gotta leave this shit alone. It's kind of crazy. Sammy is on that shit. I'm calling now. I told y'all Sammy looked like Krampus from American Dad. Like if you Google American Dad Krampus, he is the human form of Krampus, and that's what it is. So I don't know if he's on that shit or if he just looks like he's at hard life. He's been in prison. The update was Amber and Sammy are still together currently. And Puppy is still single and still is Vince's adoptive daughter. But again, she still, wants Amber. And I'm like, please move past Amber because Amber don't want you. Like, that's just not what she wants. And you have to know that. Again, what should y'all be doing? Liking the video. Liking the video. I need some water. Hold on, y'all. And y'all just talking. Okay, so next up we have Andrea and Lamar. I was so confused at this ending, mainly because I feel like it wasn't ended on anything regarding Lamar and Andrea. That to me was weird. I guess it was what it was. It's just like I don't like it. She's having this African thing. Y'all say if you Google crap, it looks like Sammy. But yeah. So Andrea's having this African themed birthday party. And so the kids is there, her friends are there. They're not at her house because again, she still does not want her friends to see where she lives. So yeah. Now his daughter Shantae is there, which I think is good. She came with her kids too. It was really, really cute. Yeah, Lamar is starting to look better. I think Lamar is starting to enjoy being home and kind of taking care of herself. Boom, bap, pow. So when her friends are there, her friends are commenting on how they're concerned that she's not being a good Mormon. Okay, her clothes are too tight. She's not wearing her Mormon undergarments or whatever. And she, it's just weird little random shit. They feel as if it's making her a not so good Mormon. And so they tell her that at her birthday. I'm looking like not at the birthday party. I'm like, why are y'all having this conversation at her birthday party? Don't do that. Don't come at me about no BS on my birthday. Don't do that. But they're like, we think you this, we think you that, we think you've changed since you got to LA, like you on some bullshit or whatever. And she's like, y'all can't judge me based on stuff y'all don't know. Have y'all even been in Utah, servicing others or whatever? Y'all have not done this and that and that and this. Y'all don't know that I am here in LA serving every day. It is very hard here. This city is dangerous or whatever. I'm scared walking in my mailbox. Y'all get scared walking y'all mailbox? And when she asked them that, do y'all have a fear like I do walking to your mailbox? The one friend, a white woman, says, yes, I'm scared to walk to my mailbox. It's a mile from my house. And that pisses Andrea off. I cannot believe you would say that, you are scared in Utah, how I'm scared here in Watts. Watts is nothing like Utah. And she's mad. How dare you compare Watts to Utah? I'm like, it's weird because she asked them a question, got mad, and they felt like, yes, I have a fear too. Now, it was complete bullshit, truth be told, or whatever. And I was like, it's crazy. Now, yes, Tennyson was unbothered with his mom. I was bugging out. Tennyson was, and so was Nyla, the daughter. They all was like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Like, why is she tripping or whatever? But, when she's pissed and crying because I cannot believe you would compare Watts to Utah. You don't have any idea of what I'm going through. It is dangerous. I'm like, girl, calm the fuck down. Okay, the friend then say, "You're not listening to me. I am out of shape, and the mailbox is a mile away. I am scared. I can get rid of my car." I'm like, first of all, bitch, if you are out of shape and you are scared to walk down the road a mile to your mailbox, bitch, drive. Okay, if your mailbox is too far and it's down the road, get in your car and drive. So one, your out of shape ass don't get tired, and two, you don't get run over. It's not that big of a deal, okay? Why are you acting as if your only option to go to your mailbox a mile away is to walk down the fields of cornfields in Utah? I'm like, that's some bullshit. Now with Andrea, I get her being scared because a shootout can happen at any time in Watts. Like I think a shootout can happen anytime, anywhere. But we do know that Watts is a dangerous area. But so I get her thing. I'm looking like, white lady, get in your car and drive to the mailbox. Okay, you only get hit if you walk. You don't have to walk. Get in the car, leave it be or whatever. I'm not. It's just bad. So they fussing and crying and back and forth. From, get her out of here. Get her. I don't want to see her. I don't want to talk to her. Get her. I'm like, Andrea, calm the fuck down. Now, black friend Utah tells a white friend Utah, look, you can't compare, Utah to Watts. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. And you're in a bubble and you don't get what Andrea is going through in LA or whatever. And so she go apologize, just go say sorry, like it's not that big deal. They make up. Andrea won't hug her, but she allows Whitefish to hug her. I'm like, it's just bullshit. And she, y'all don't get what I can appreciate is Andrea admitted she did not realize until she left Utah how much of a bubble she stayed in there. I can appreciate her realizing you was on some bullshit. Your kids don't have a true sense of the world because of the bubble you put them in Utah. But I also feel as if that's your fault. That's your fault. It's just that's your fault. You can't make it seem as if they are irrational Mormon bubble people. You were too until you married your convict. So the same way you had to grow up out of your bubble, allow them to do the same. I also feel like she don't see them as true friends because she's in a different place now. And because she know how she was and how they are, she don't want that around because it's a lot that can be judged now. Your apartment, how you live, all that is judgments to your old friends. So make some friends in Watts. Okay. You're not get a P.O. box. That's funny. I can't believe Nyla's. Yeah, she's only 15. It's a great thing that her kids are mature because I'm just full of shit. So her kids need that. Very much so. Andrea went from being Andrea from Utah to Andrea from Watts. She has changed. How much she cuss and fuss has changed. She is definitely less Mormon. But I feel like she was only a Mormon because she lived in Utah. She's having an African-themed birthday party in Watts. You never know. Anyway, she then announces that the family's going to take a trip, a mission trip to Ghana because she wants to. Fine. I'm like, are they going to have a Love of the Lockup like over there edition? Like, is it going to? I don't want to see them over there with people. It's just weird. I don't know. But I also want to see like, how that work. Don't know. Now in the update, she's going to Ghana and her judgmental ass friends wants to go too. I don't think the white friends from Utah should go to Ghana with them. Don't do that. That is just girl. No, just don't do it because it'll be some bullshit. Okay. So like the video. Now next up, we have Shane, John, and Lacey. The threesome of it all. So I feel like I gotta get back up there. I feel like, this throuple, this whole throuple has been up and down all the time. It started off with her and John. She then brought in Shane, and then she just left John alone for Shane, and a whole bunch of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so this particular episode, we see John. John is up here trying to stay clean. I want to stay clean for as long as I can. So because he cannot just freely or easily, get off heroin, he's been going to the methadone clinic for 4 months to help wean him off the drugs. He can't even stop taking the methadone because you have to also wean yourself off of methadone. It's tough when you on drugs for that long. It's very, very hard. So we even see him during his confessional getting sick because he's taking the methadone. And it sometimes makes you sick, but it helps you to not do heroin. I mean, I guess it was. We do see that he is also on a date, with a lady named Julie. Now, Julie's hair was a rat nest, Julie's hair made my skin crawl. Julie seemed like a prostitute from the 90s who was hired to sleep with a man to steal his money. Julie may not be a hooker. I don't know her. I don't know her in real life. She may be a wholesome lady somewhere, but she looked like somebody in a movie who is a waitress at the diner, but she also hooks on the side, because her hair was a rat's nest. And I'm like, rat nest, bird nest type hair, to me, this screams prostitute. I'm just saying. It gave real, I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit high tea. John liked her. He liked her. He brings up how he wants to be able to leave Lacey alone for good, because since leaving her alone, I have, I've grown. I've had good things happen to me, and I think it's because I finally left her alone. I say, or it could be because you got off drugs. Sometimes if you leave the bush alone, it will fix itself, and I'm like, that could be what it was. But I like that John wants to stay on a good, straight, and narrow path. I'm like, please do that, because again, when bullshit happen, we don't have time to keep calling the people to get you out of trouble. So again, John seems to be stable right now with Julie on that date. And I feel like Julie gonna bang that man before the night's over. Now we then see Lacey at home, and she is checking her mail, pregnant and all. And she gets Dear John letter. The fact that John mailed her let me see if I can do Dear John letter. So she's reading, Dear Lacey, this will be the last time that you'll hear from me. I know the truth that you called the cops on me, and I hope that we never cross paths again. I said, you threatening? Don't threaten. Don't do that. But again, she gets the letter. She reads it, and she then takes it and balls it up. She brings up how me and John are done forever. Forever. I'm like, if you say so, I'll believe you. This is the thing. I think Jane, I think Shane can be a good husband, And I feel like had she not left him alone to get back with John, her and Shane could have been in a better place, truthfully. Oh, what if... Oh, no, it can't be John. It can't be John's baby. But I'm going to leave that be. But again, she's saying she's not happy with him, that she loves Shane, and, she's happy to be with him, and they'll make it work, whatever. Now, we later on see them have a gender reveal, and that they're having a girl, or a baby girl. Now, we then see that they actually had a baby, a little baby girl named Summer Rain, who, to me, looks just like Shane. Her features on the show, I'm like, she looks like her daddy. Full-fledged, that is Shane's baby. Ain't no question about it. That is Shane's baby. Now, Lacey also has some issues having a baby. During her epidural, the epidural created a air bubble that traveled up her back to her brain. And so they had to put her on bed rest to prevent her from having any further issues, or any kind of brain bleed. But again, they are happy. They are our family. We got a whole baby. That's what it is. I'm with Shane now. Shane loves me. I love him. And that's all. But again, I was like, girl, this, she almost had an aneurysm. And she was talking to people. She was in the hospital on bed rest. It was kind of crazy. The update was, Shane, Lacey, and the 4 kids are all happy and in love, and that John is clean and sober, and he's still dating Julie. And he has not been in contact with Lacey at all. Now, I was like, really? Not at all. Not at all. But again, I guess it's fine that they both moved past each other. I feel like because of that, there's no need to have either of them on next season. Maybe John to see where he goes, but it don't need to be John and Lacey. It don't need to be John, Julie, Lacey, and Shane. It could be just John and what he has going on because again, he started the show with Lacey. We've seen Lacey's whole thing. So what happens to Bubble, honey? I don't know. They didn't say what it was. I'm not sure. But again, she laughed. Not so because it's good. No, I'm no John either. I don't mind John just to see because hey boo, Bonnie Shimmy. But I don't mind John because I think we haven't seen John's ending. We literally seen Lacey be with John, leave John, be with Shane, leave Shane, get back with John, leave John, get back with Shane, get pregnant by Shane. We've seen her whole thing. What about John? Okay, what about John? What about that? I want to know what's going on with that. Because again, it can't be like, okay, he just on methadone and dating some random nest head girl. Like, I need some more than that because what is he doing? I like John. I don't mind John. John's cool. Next up, what do we have? I got to delete some things. I got all these pictures, honey. I'm so thirsty. Oh, John, Christiana, and Tara. Okay, a whole throuple. Not his head on my body. We're not gonna do that. But we have Christiana and Tara meeting in the park, chatting or whatever. And I'm like, oh, it's a whole conversation going on here. So Tara and Christiana is talking. And she's like, my man is John. Okay. And mama said that she heard you and him at night in the basement whispering and talking. Okay. We also heard the bed squeaking. And mama think that you and him was either fucking or flirting. Did you fuck my husband? Like, what happened with y'all? Now, at first, I feel like Tara was denying it because she was. But she then said, well, no, look, we did get close. We got close and we were flirting. Okay, we were flirting, and I was like the woman of the house. But you know what I'm saying? I know him because I was with him. What did you expect when you weren't there and I was? And I feel like at first Tara was like, Tara deserves the ass whipping because she was so flippant about being there and making it seem as if she had every right to want to be her sister's man. I'm looking like, why would you think it was cool to just act as if I have to fuck your husband because you wasn't here? Like, who else would you want someone else to fuck him besides me? It's like, no, bitch, no one should fuck him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna leave that be. So Chris brings up, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm out of place with, and I feel like I don't have a place with him. Like, I don't belong with him. Tara said, oh, well, maybe you don't. I said, bitch, what? But she said, maybe you don't. I was like, oh, you want me to beat your ass? And then, because I know him better than you do, I'm like, you are a sister. How did y'all walk up saying, hey, best friend, hey, sister, to you telling her that you could be a better woman to her husband? I would have beat my sister's ass for thinking that because what gives you the right, bitch? Why did you think this is cool? I don't know. So when Chris gets, I hate her whole name. When Chris gets pissed or whatever, I don't know. Well, you should have been fucking with him. He was my husband. You know what I'm saying? Did you fuck him? She's like, well, no. We almost kissed. I almost tried to kiss him because it felt right at the time. I'm like, oh my God. But when Chris slapped her, it was such a pussy ass, punk ass, not real slap. It made me mad. I feel like you should have wholeheartedly slapped her with all the strength you can muster up because that bitch tried to fuck your husband. She's your sister. Do not easily look. You are too heavy-handed to have slapped her that soft. It made me mad, very, very mad. And when Terry said, "Well, you fuck my man," because her point was, you knew John for 3 months and married him, but you fucked my man, and I with him for 15 years. He may not have been my husband, but again, we were a couple for 15 years. And she then said, Christiana fucked my boyfriend while I was asleep on the couch and they were on the floor next to me. First of all, I feel like anytime someone fucks on the floor next to someone, y'all are drug addicts. Y'all were full-fledged people on high on cocaine, and there's no reason for anyone to fuck someone on the floor next to their girlfriend unless y'all was all high, and that just what happened. High people do shit like that. That's not a normal thing. Like, why did they leave the room? You know what I'm saying? Like, who fucks right? Not right there. Not right there. Who does that? Who? Why? Right here? Right here? Like, I'm right. I was like, I cannot. This girl, she fucked my boyfriend on the floor while I was asleep on the couch next. I was like, how high were you to not wake up and notice a fuck session going on beside you? I'm leave that be. But again, no one's right in all of this. No one. It's a weird ass thing. I'm looking like, why y'all sisters fussing over John? And then Tara brings up how, well, what me and him had was over. However, he not want to talk. I feel like you can't trust him. I'm like, but you want to fuck him. Like, how can you say in one breath, I know him better than you and I deserve him, but also say you shouldn't trust him. Something's up with him. You should know that. I'm like, what? So do you want him or no? Or do you want her to think he ain't shit and you can get swoop in and be with him? It was weird to me. And she said, well, stay with him. And, in the future, you'll tell me that I was right. And I'm like, girl, it went from, hey, sister, did you fuck my husband? I am more formal to your husband than you are. But he ain't shit. Stay with him and then we'll see. I'm looking like, it was girl from one crack to the other. It was team too much. I don't like it. She said she gonna stay because I can't leave him. I don't have anywhere to go. I'm on parole and I can't leave where I'm paroled to. So I'm gonna stay and see if we can work it out. Now later on, when she go back and talk to John, and she asked him, my sister said, I talked to Tara. Tara said you and her were flirting, that she tried to kiss you, whatever, and you are lying to me about the stuff that did not happen. John confessed, well, yeah, we were flirting, whatever it was, some flirting, she tried to kiss me, but it didn't go further than that. I never acted on it. I don't want to be with her. I want to be with you. I love you, girl. I want to be with you. I'm like, girl, bye. And, I swear, from this moment on, I am an open book. Can we please work on this marriage and be together because I love you? I'm like, do you really love her? I don't think so. But again, she like, yes, we can work it out. I want to see where it goes. And they kiss. And she said, because in life, it's either life, death, or prison. And so for her, she chose life because her life is right now with John. And I'm happy she don't want to die and that she don't want to go to prison. It's a lot in between death and prison. It's not death, prison, or John. And it was weird for me that she was so easily over that thing and wanted to kind of, I'm like, what? Girl, they all made a check because I'm just confused on he was going to fuck your sister. Right. She choosing not to be homeless. I mean, no one wants to be homeless because, that's a bad thing. Now, on the update, it says they are still together. Okay, work on their marriage. And neither of them talk to the sister Tara. I said, you know what? The fact that Tara lost her sister in the midst of all this feels like they like, fuck Tara. Tara can go do for herself. I'm like, I guess so. Now, next up, like the video. And we have Sarah and Michael. Okay. And I really feel like we have seen everything between these two and that they do not need to be back for any more seasons. I feel like it's the same thing every season with these two. And, it's just some bullshit if you ask me. So we see Sarah is still at the little meetup with Malcolm. And he had asked her if she was out here fucking Michael. And she told him, well, I don't think me fucking Michael is your business. I was like, I mean, that's true. It's not his business wholeheartedly, but I do feel like if y'all talking about getting back together, why can't he ask you if you fucking that man? Because again, you moved your baby daddy into your house while dating me. I think I should be able to ask if y'all fucking. But again, she never told him it's not your business. And he said, she said, I'm young, I'm wild, I'm free, I don't want a relationship. I want to do what I want to do. I want no strings attached. Can you handle that? Okay, can we get together in that way? And I was like, so you want to fuck? Sarah wants to be, they really have an open marriage. Because who say, don't worry about if I'm fucking him, but me, you can still fuck as long as there's no string attached. And he felt like, you know what, I think she's still fucking Michael because why not just tell him the truth? However, but he also told her, you know what I'm saying, I'm cool. He says, I'm good, but I need to fully remove myself from this shit. Okay. He gives her a hug and he leaves. I feel like he know Sarah on some bullshit because how you go from us being a couple to now we're talking and you want to still fuck me, but you won't tell me if you fucking him. And I feel like if you really want a no strings attached, young, wild, and free, you would not mind him knowing that yes, you fucking somebody else. Because again, you young, you free. It should be a secret. When you tell someone you don't need to know if I'm fucking somebody else, well then that's a string. It's a string. But I'm like, whatever. It's just is Sarah turning into Michael when it comes to fucking people? I don't know. I'm leaving be. Anyway, we then see over in Flint. Michael was on that damn date with that girl with that blonde hair, and I don't like it. And you know, he's telling her, I'm trying my best to do the right thing. I want to be with Sarah and go home and have a family. I'm like, what? He wants to work things out with Sarah, not all of a sudden. But he's on this date with this girl sitting on a Malibu, a 2002 Malibu at that, and kissing. I'm like, you cannot. Why are you kissing? Like, if you want to be with Sarah, then leave and go and be with Sarah. We do see that he comes back to be with Sarah. He drive back to New York. I hold a new rental car or whatever, and he calls like, I'm back in town now. Can I come see you and the girl? So they meet up at like a little ice cream place or whatever in the park. And he's like, I missed you, Sarah. You know what I'm saying? I miss the girls. I miss us being a family. And she's like, what? Oh, okay. And she's surprised. He's like, some of these, I miss you and us. I got used to us. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? He then gives the youngest little baby girl a ring to give to. She's like, what is this? It was a ring. Michael got on one knee and said, I want this. I want us to, be together, to renew our vows. I want us to be a family. It's after 9 years of them dealing, and now he wants to tell her how much he loves her. It needs to be how much he needs her this. I'm like, you have to be kidding me. Thank you. You have to be kidding me because it was some bullshit all up and through. And she's like, what? What is this? Did you do this? What are you? She seems happy, confused, but also she smelled some bullshit afoot. And I was like, yes, he may have stole somewhere. It was like, why are you back telling your wife you want to be with her as if y'all don't have a whole open marriage? It was weird to me that he came back on that tip without even talking to her first. And I like how she said, did you do this in front of the kids? So I would have to say yes. Because we need to talk about this not in front of the kids. And I was like, he didn't even have a reason as to really why he wanted to be back with her. It was like, okay, because now I want this. So, here's a new ring that I got from the gumball machine or whatever, and let's be a couple. And, I'm like, I just can't. Now, she said, he's fucked up a lot. Okay, we fought a lot over the years, whatever. But, I know that deep down inside, we really know each other. And we really will always have each other's back. Now, we see little pictures of them over the years. We see them when they got married in the prison in 2017 or whatever. And so we're going to take it day by day and see how it goes. I'm like, what the fuck? So she did put the ring on. She did not say yes. She did say that he has not earned an answer from her yet. But again, she put the ring on. And Vivian ride off in the separate cars. And she in her car with the girls. He's in his rental or whatever. And then the phone rings in his car. And it's Maria asking him, so where are you at? Where have you been? I'm looking like, I thought he was done with Maria, but obviously he isn't. The fact that Maria's crazy ass called him is crazy to me. Now, I mean, that is all we get with Michael and Sarah. The update, though, is that after proposing to Sarah, Michael left New York and he moved back to Miami to be with Maria. Okay. I'm like, this fool took a vacation at his wife's house and then went back to his side chick. I was like, you have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding. Girl, I said, it's not even that he left New York. You left New York and you moved with the person you said was causing the cops on you and could send you to jail. I'm like, I cannot. I was like, ooh. And I feel like that's why, seriously, I have to allow him to prove to me that I should say yes. And he left New York and got back with Maria. Okay. I mean, look, if he like it, I love it. I hate it, but I guess it is what it is. But yeah. So lastly, we have Chevelle and Quillin. Their whole scene to me was bad shit crazy. From top to start, it was bad shit crazy. I don't even understand nothing. So the last episode ended with them fussing because Quillin saw her phone and the dude Jay, who she wanted to date with, was texting her, "Hey baby, what's up, boo?" And this nicey text, whatever. And so he then realized she has been texting and flirting or having some kind of phone conversation with Jay. And his issue was, you was pissed at me for having a phone conversation with the Chicago girl, but you doing the same thing with him. And so that's why he's upset. But I'm looking like two wrongs don't make no right. And the fact that Quillin acted as if he had a right to be pissed off when he did the same shit. Now they fussing and fussing and fussing, and she's still out here in this goddamn resting bodysuit. Look, I was talking to Bondi. He was talking about it earlier, and I'm like, we was like, it's a fucking that is a wrestler's outfit, and she reminded me of Bam Bam Bigelow. Look, if y'all do not know wrestling from back in the day, from back in the WWF, if you Google Bam Bam Bigelow, that is what her outfit gives me. And she really out here looking a plum D fool. Okay, a plum D fool in his wrestling outfit, and he's got in predator ass braids. Moses part of her, Moses in the Red Sea is what her part is. I just do not like how she had the worst makeup, the worst hair, and the worst outfit to get played on TV, okay? And it's like, Chevelle, go in the house and change clothes. You should never be fussing on dude in a bodysuit like that. Like, don't do that. And it wasn't just the fact that it's a bodysuit, it's the fact that the bottoms has like bell bottom. You like it's a Bam Bam Bigelow ass wrestling outfit. I'm confused. It's like, girl, don't do that. So I felt bad for her. But at the same time, I'm looking like, girl, you did this to yourself, okay? You was out, girl. This outfit, I cannot get out of this outfit. And the reason I am showing the foolishness is because she chose. I feel like Chevelle chose violence. I feel like Chevelle should have easily let him go and not pressed him being with her, marrying her, and just like it just all this. It's bad all the way around. And she put herself in this light. I'm like the part between her hair, it just aggravates my nerves. So she's like, look, I've done everything for you. I've done this and I've done that. I'm saying, and he like, you ain't did shit besides be a nagging, lying, and complaining girlfriend. I was like, well, I mean, but he ain't shit either. The bad part is she looked foolish, but he ain't innocent. You know what I'm saying, and I'm like, what is going on here? Now she outside crying. Thank you. I say fly. She outside crying, boo-hooing. I cannot believe this. Okay, I gave him all of me. I gave him everything I had. I'm so sad. Okay, I am so sad. And he ready to go. He outside just walking with his backpack, or whatever. And I'm like, where you going? Where you walking to, bro? Where are you going? And the whole time he goes to the car, I'm ready to go. So she is at the car and he's in the car. Okay, he is in the car and she's at the window. I want my phone, Quillin. Where's my phone, Quillin? Where is my phone? He is not gonna leave here with phone. I paid for that phone. I pay all the bills. Okay, I'm out here struggling. He didn't help me. He used me. And as she's out there just fussing and through the car window, he then said, you ain't nobody. Okay, it's your fault you struggling. That's on you. You use me. It took me 6 months to say hi to you. I feel like she must have been reaching out to him and it took him longer to reach back out. But at the end of the day, you still reached out to her. And I'm like, I don't get how she used him. Was it for sex? I'm not sure. But how did she use you? You were in prison. You were in prison for look. You were in prison for 2 years, Quillin. She can't use you because you couldn't do shit for her while you were in prison at all. Now, once you got out, I don't know what she could use you for because you ain't had shit. Like you didn't have nothing. So again, I don't know how he say she used him. That part confuses me. Like I don't know. But yeah, maybe she did try to use him as a family, but I feel like that ain't really using because he didn't have to go along with that. I just wonder what's going on. And he said, I made you. I said, how? Girl, I don't know. It was weird to me, the whole argument on both sides. But her wanting to make sure to say how much she's done for him. You should never have to run down what you've done to somebody to make them feel as if, okay, she's done so much, I should stay. I don't think she was saying any of that to floss of herself. She was like, I need you to know I did all of this for you. You should stay with me. You are begging this man in your goddamn wrestling outfit to be with you. And you are admitting he has nothing. Okay? You are begging someone who's basically a bum. Okay? Who has nothing to just listen to you. So he like, I'm finna go. I want to go. Now, when she wants her phone back, he said, okay, fine. He gets out the car. He then breaks the phone on the ground. Boom. And it breaks. As he does that, the police pull up. I'm like, who the fuck called the police? The police pull up. And I'm like, oh shit. Quillin kind of walks away. She then walks to her car to avoid even having to talk to the police. I was pissed at that part because I feel like production maybe called the police or whatever, or I don't know. But again, the fact that when she walked away and got her car off the doors, that production, like, talk to them, I'm like, why? She said, like, look, I don't want to talk to y'all. I don't want him arrested like EBB. And the police then said they were trying to force her to get him arrested. And the cops said, you have to talk to us. We seen him break your phone and we can arrest him for that. You want to arrest a man for breaking the phone? The fact that the police was looking for a reason to arrest him, even though the person who phoned it was said, I don't want y'all here. I am fine. I am safe. I do not want him arrested. They still kept pushing her to talk to them, roll down your window, open the car door. Like, why are y'all making her do any of this? If she's saying, leave me alone. And I feel like production could have also like kind of been a barrier between them. Like, look, it's okay. We're filming a show. They're safe. It's okay. But to say, we saw him break the phone and we can, I'm like, for a fucking girl. Yes, at least she was dressed for a fight. That is very true. That is so right. But it's very true. But it made me mad how they tried to force it to happen. So again, it was what it was. Now they don't arrest him. They did, leave that be whatever. So we then see at this point in time, some time has passed. The cops are gone, and he's talking to the cops, not the cops. Girl, Quayman's talking to the producers on film, saying the Hamish was over. They done or whatever. I'm over her, and then she's mad because you gonna break up me on camera? Well, tell the truth. I'm like, what's the truth that you want him to tell? Neither of them say what the truth is or whatever. He gets mad and he has a little backpack, and he's walking down the street. And Chevelle is literally, where's the picture? She's literally following this man down the street. Girl, in her. I would never be in a quinceañera wrestling outfit following a dude who I know has nothing. I'm not going to follow. She was walking down the street. Like, look, you may not want to be with me, but you're going to hear me fuss at you the whole time. Okay, you're going to hear me out and what I've done for you. I bought this. I bought that. I paid for this. I paid for that. And she's yelling and fussing. He's fussing back. And when she said, I did A, B, and C, he said, you ain't do shit. I'm like, she did. She did. You know what I'm saying? Even though she may not have what outfit you're wearing, she did help you a little bit. But again, they are walking down the street at night with production, and she's fussing and fussing and fussing. Now, she does push him, okay, because he is telling her that she did not do shit for him. And so she pushes him. Don't push me, Chevelle. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. Now he mad. Y'all let her put her hands on me. That's some bullshit. I'm like, what is going on here? And they just fussing and fussing and fussing to where they get them separate. He go his own way. She go her own way. And she's crying. I can't believe this. I cannot believe. I'm like, girl, I gave him every inch of me, which means she gave him anal. Anytime anyone says I gave him all of me, I gave him every inch of me, it means anal. Boom, pow, pow. Anyway, I gave him all of me. Okay, he lied to me. Like he has been lying. He did not want to be with me. He did not love me. Okay. He was never really here. Okay. I'm like, girl, we never really had a relationship. He was always gone. I'm like, but you started dating someone in prison. Why are you acting like I cannot believe him? But God will deal with him because how he treated me. God will get karma. God don't do karma. That's what God do. I'm going to be. Now, I feel like this. Chevelle pressed an issue that should not have been pressed. Okay, let's say that. She met him in prison, dated him in prison. He got out of prison. And he told you, I ain't ready for marriage, okay? We need to let this flow a little bit. Let it go. And she kept pressing, no, we need to get engaged. We need to live together. We need to be together. He said, no, give me some. He kept asking for time. I do feel like they could have dated. You know what I'm saying? If you could be with him in prison, let that man be in Houston with his mama, get his life in order, and just date him. Let it play out. She pushed it so much, she made this happen. She made this shit crumble because you tried to force a man who was not ready for marriage. You tried to push him to marry you, and then the shit blew up in your face. Boom. And I'm like, you was out here like a wrestler. You out here in a wrestling outfit. You fussing with a man who has nothing. He has nothing. And you are out here looking foolish. Okay? Foolish. For what? For what? Okay? Hey, Alex. He is merely 17. He's a whole child. Okay? But you are out here in a quinceañera wrestling fit. What is wrong with you? Okay, he out here with a backpack with stars. That is a child's backpack. I feel like they still might use backpack. What is going on? Why would you think that this is the man to be with? For what? For why? Who, what, when, where, why, and how was this ever a good decision? It was never smart. Girl, the fact that she make bad choices in hair, we should have known her man choices is bad. And we still don't know what might be the real daddy yet. Where is the real daddy? We don't know. What we do know is you pushed an issue that should not have been pushed. Period. And I don't mean like what if he did what was right or whatever. But again, you knew he wasn't ready, but you wanted what you wanted. And when you push it, God pushes back. Okay, you want him? I'm gonna give him to you all the way. Okay, with his backpack and his cheating and all of that, and even his attitude because he mad because she got caught the way he did, but it was foolishness all up and through. Okay, and I'm like, boom, and then say in the update of it all. Okay, in the update after all that happened. The fussing, the cops, the bodysuit, the bad braids, even Quillin is fucked up. Okay, all of this, him walking away at night, with nowhere to go. I can't go home because I don't have one. Okay, and I can't be with her because we're not together, whatever. All that, and if you were, well, I got her face up, her face out. If you're dating someone in prison, don't, because they're using you. I'm like, girl, no. Sometimes they may not be using you. Sometimes he used you. He used you, and you did use him to try to make him marry you. And he tried to play along. He not ready. Okay? He ain't ready. He ain't ready at all. And in the update, it says Chevelle and Quillin have started talking again, even though Quillin lives in Houston. And she's still in is she in Memphis? Not Memphis, Kansas City. And he still keeps in touch with Maila. I was like, I just cannot understand the foolishness of these two. And that's how the whole episode goes off. This season was good, bad, and indifferent. It had its amazing moments. Again, I was like, backpack. You chasing a man with a backpack. He don't even have a grown man duffel. Every grown man should have a grown man duffel bag. Okay, it's a bag you take on trip. He had a goddamn book bag for high school kids. Okay, a book bag, and you chase him down the street at night in the dark in a bike suit. Batman Bigelow. I was just outdone to it all. I was like, what is wrong with you? And then to still talk to him or for him to talk to her. I'm like, I just can't. Even if he did 10 yeah, they both look bad. It was like, I just can't. I was just like, what is wrong with all of them? But again, that was my overview, y'all. Oh, my throat. My throat. I have to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville next. The new season of this comes on in May. Yes, I will be reviewing it because the show writes itself. Can't wait. Thank y'all for watching. I'm going to rest my throat right now. I will see y'all later on for my review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Don't forget, okay, like the video. Okay, where's that? Where's that? Boom. Like the video. Absolutely right now. Like the video. Subscribe if you have not already. I will see y'all later. I may be live at like 11 for Huntsville. I'm not sure fully yet, but I think I'm gonna go live for that today. If not, it'll be tomorrow, but we shall see. But love you all. Peace and blessings.